The lab in architecture basically services all of our undergrad and master's students in the building. Most of our equipment is free and to use whenever you're ready to use it. Woodworking, 3D printing, laser cutting, CNC cutting. Now we're getting into robotics. It's a growing trend, just getting more and more sophisticated cutting operations because we need to make more and more precise objects.
In high school we didn't have a wood shop really, so I was pretty impressed by all the different tools that we had and all the different materials too. And all the people here are super helpful, which was also kind of a surprise because I didn't know how to use anything.
Looking back at it now, I'm pretty happy with seeing how much I've developed and how much I've learned of things that seem so unfamiliar to me.
A lot of architecture schools don't really have vast resources for equipment and or space to use it in. And we've been expanding for the last 10 years continually, right? And getting bigger and bigger all the time with more and more sophisticated equipment. Also our material provisions for this school are sort of unprecedented.
Being able to make your models and holding them and having all these different materials like metal and wood and acrylic has been really great.
It's virtually a one-on-one operation. Almost always it's individual students coming and they'll have a model to make or a fixture or something and we talk to them, we see what they're doing, how are we going to do this, what are we going to make it out of. We just talk about what's the process going to be and then we start.
I've received a lot of mentorship while in the workshop and they've kind of guided a bunch of projects and how to approach them, what machines to use, or things I can improve on next time.
You have a better understanding of how things get built together because you've done it yourself at school.
The skills I believe I've learned through the workshop that I can apply throughout my career is just the forethought in going into every project before you come in and making sure every detail is correct before you even start.
Just being able to get the proper help here, and people are really, really resourceful, so Ryerson's definitely really great for that.
There's sort of an innate thing with people about building. You can design all you want digitally, you can fabricate on screen, you can go 3D, fly around models, but it's still a flat screen. It's still a two-dimensional object you're really looking at, right? Until you start putting materials together, you're not really going to understand the complexity of that object. And the simple act of making a model does a huge, amount to helping people understand that process, I think. So, and the labs, it's a good place to do that, actually.